you know what? Nobody really prepares you for sa freelancing. Hindi yung clients, hindi yung accounting software, hindi rin yung pag-aaral ng skills. Honestly, yung pinakamalaking surprising sa akin was how lonely it can feel sometimes. Kasi online freelancing looks very peaceful, di ba? Work from home, flexible ang schedules, hawak mo ang oras mo. Pero there were season na nasa bahay lang ako. Tahimik lang, kaharap ang laptop ko. Tapos bigla akong marirealize, parang ako lang mag-isa ang may bitbit ng lahat. And I don't think enough people talk about that part. Nung nasa corporate pa ako, kahit pagod ka, may energy sa paligid mo. May kausap ka, may kasama kang nagla-lunch, may kasama kang may stress sa trabaho mo. Sa freelancing kasi, especially work from home, tahimik. And minsan, hindi mo napapansin na emotionally napapagod ka na pala because technically, nasa bahay ka lang naman. Pero mentally, ang daming tumatakbo sa isipan mo. May client expectations, may mga deadlines, may fear na baka mawalan ka ng kliyente. May pressure na kailangan tuloy-tuloy yung ipon. Tapos, ang weird pa, minsan kahit tapos ka na mag-work, parang hindi pa fully nakakapag-switch off ang utak mo. Parang lagi kang naka-on. Especially nung nagsisimula ako. Kasi nung time na yon, sobrang kailangan talaga namin ng extra income. So, every opportunity felt so heavy. Hindi siya simpleng, ay, may kliyente. Parang survival siya emotionally. And kapag ikaw lamang yung mag-isa, humahawak ng pressure na yon, everyday, minsan, mabigat talaga. Akala ko before, freelancing is freedom lang siya. And totoo naman, ang daming blessings sa freelancing. Pero, nobody told me na yung freedom na yon ay may kasamang emotional responsibility. So, wala kang boss na mag-check sa'yo, walang team na automatic na magmo-motivate sa'yo. So, walang structure, minsan, unless ikaw yung gumawa nun. So, there were season na mentally drain ako kahit nasa bahay lang ako buong araw. And minsan, nakaka-guilty pa magpahinga. Kasi kapag freelancer ka, parang feeling mo pag huminto ka, hihinto na rin ang income mo. So, kahit nagpapahinga ako, minsan, hindi relax ang utak ko. Iniisip mo, kailangan ko ba talaga mag-upskill? Okay pa ba ang client ko? Sapat na ba yung ginagawa ko sa kanya? Kaya ko pa ba ito in a long term? And honestly, I think maraming freelancer yung tahimik lang na nagdadala nito. Especially moms. Especially breadwinners. Especially people na freelancing wasn't just a dream, kundi necessity. One thing I learned slowly is hindi mo pwedeng i-build yung buong buhay mo around work lamang. Kasi mabe-burnout ka emotionally. And I had to learn it that the hard way. Unti-unti, I started creating small routines outside work. Mas naging intentional ako sa pahinga. Sa family time, sa faith ko, sa moment na hindi tungkol sa productivity. Kasi minsan, akala natin solusyon sa pressure is work harder. Pero minsan, ang kailangan talaga ng utak natin ay stillness. Breathing room, space para maalala mo bakit mo ba to sinimulan in the first place. For me, malaking bagay talaga yung faith during those seasons. Not in a dramatic way. Pero more on yung feeling na kahit uncertain lahat, hindi ko kailangan dalhin lahat ng mag-isa. And honestly, malaking comfort yun during the hard seasons. So, if freelancer ka rin ngayon and medyo emotionally pagod lately, I just want you to know na hindi ibig sabihin nun mahina ka. Minsan, ganun talaga kapag ikaw yung taong trying hard to build a better future quietly, there are parts of freelancing na fulfilling. Meron ding parts na emotionally heavy. And both can be true at the same time. Hindi kailangan perfect yung journey mo para maging valid yung progress mo. At hindi porket tahimik ang season mo ngayon, ibig sabihin nun, walang growth. Some of the biggest transformation actually happen quietly. Yung walang nakakakita, yung ikaw lang ang nakakaalam. Gaano pa ito kahirap emotionally. But little by little, you're becoming stronger, wiser, and grounded through to it. Alam mo ba, freelancing changed my life in many ways. Pero one thing also taught me, it's how important emotional intelligence really is. Hindi lang yung skills, hindi lang yung strategy, kundi learning how to stay grounded kahit uncertain minsan yung journey mo. And if nobody has told you lately, I'm proud of you for continuing, especially on the quiet days.